Hello everyone, very good morning and welcome back once again to your favorite channel, that is StudyIQ ICE English. My name is Praveen Mishra, your educator here, and going to proceed with today's topic, that is the Hindu analysis, date being 26th of April 2025. Okay, so the first news, the first headline for us today, that is coming from the state of Madhya Pradesh, where the government has decided to go ahead and have the absolute ban over the stubble burning by the farmers in the state of Madhya Pradesh. So what is the news here? Farmers burning stubble won't get government aid or MSP for crops. Okay, the statement has come from the Madhya Pradesh government itself, right? See, we are already aware that how much big trouble or tensions our farmers they are facing, and how big farmers agitations we have experienced in past, specifically last 5 years, what we call, right? So starting from the era of 2020, okay, with regard to the farm laws, the 3 farm laws government introduced, that continued till the year 2021, right, until the government decided to took it back. Then from recent last 2 years, specifically from 2024 and 23, 2023, 24 and 25 it is going on, farmers they have been agitating, specifically the farmers of Haryana, Punjab and yes parts of UP, with regard to the demand for incursion of more of the crops into the list of MSP, that is the minimum support price given by the government, central government, to the farmers. Okay, and here on the very contrary, we have got a separate news. The government of Madhya Pradesh, the state government of Madhya Pradesh that is, has decided or has given the official order, the executive order, the government order has been issued as well, that the farmers, those who are burning the parali, or in the Madhya Pradesh local language, it is known as navai. Those who are burning the parali or the navai, they will be not given MSP. See, I'm not trying to justify here the parali burning or the navai or the stubble burning. That is also not correct. Okay, yes, a particular measure to curb the stubble burning is needed. But here the question is, providing such type of action, that is providing no MSP to the farmers, those who are burning stubble, is it really correct? What is your opinion over it? Do let me know into the comment section after the class has ended. Not now, okay, after the class has ended, right? So here talking about the stubble burning. Stubble burning is one of the biggest headaches or biggest troubles or the evils to the environment and ecology. Burning the stubble provides, excess amount of release of the 2 very deadly gases. One is the methane and other one is the VOCs, that is the volatile organic compounds, into the atmosphere. That is very harmful, not for the only the greenery but also for the human existence, okay, as they are carcinogenic in nature. And apart from that, it also, when inhaled, that particular methane and VOCs, when they are inhaled, so it provides disturbances into the respiratory system, as well as the whole skin is also subject to skin cancer as well, the whole body, right? So stubble burning, what is stubble burning? First and foremost thing, that is the burning of the crop residues that are left over, that is basically the cover of the crops that are left, specifically with the wheat. Okay, when they are left with the residues, and these leftover residues, that is when they are burnt by the farmers, this is termed as what? The stubble burning. Okay, or the parali burning or the navai burning in the Madhya Pradesh language, right? Okay, so what it is simply the act performed by the farmers to get rid of those residues which are in much bigger of the amount, or when in a much greater of the weight. Okay, so to get rid of those paralis or the navais or the stubble, the farmers they do generally burn it. The point here is their burning is obviously troubling the farming sector, their own soil, their own agricultural activity, as well as to the other people as well, to the other general masses, along with the environment. But the fact is, me being the government, right now it is my responsibility to provide a particular platform or a separate or a second stage or a type of a substitute to the farmers, where their parali or the stable is not burnt. And apart from that, they are having the authority or the opportunity or simply the platform or an option where they can just dispose of their the leftover residues, that is basically the stubble. Right. So here, talking about the Madhya Pradesh's state government action over just banning the farmers from availing any sort of MSP, okay, in case they are burning parali. How much valid it is? In my opinion, if I have to answer, okay, I don't think so. It's a very justiciable task, specifically to the farmers, those who are facing already a number of issues. El Nino to La Nina, that is from western disturbances to the southwest monsoon, okay, from drought to floods. Apart from that, crop failure because of maybe because of some insects or something like that. Okay, so they have faced a number of issues. Apart from that, they have faced the financial constraints as well, when they are not able to sell up their production or their their crops on a very good price, on a very marginal price. They are selling it, right? So they have faced a number of constraints, no doubt in that. But the question here is it justified? Yes, stubble burning should be stopped, but the way the government is proceeding, is it a justified way or not? It is a matter of concern for each and every one of us as of now, right? Okay, so as you can see the data here, what the data has been shared by the Madhya Pradesh government itself, that 24,953 exactly 24,953 cases of stubble burning has been recorded between April 1 and 24. So within the time span of 24 days, 24,953 cases of stubble burning has been recorded. Okay, so this is what the data has come, not from the state of Madhya Pradesh, sorry, my bad. It is, okay, from the state of Madhya Pradesh, that is highest in the country. Okay, not just in Punjab, okay, in Haryana or UP. It is Madhya Pradesh that is highest of the month of April, 24,953, right, cases of stubble burning has been recorded, right. This is the highest in the whole of the country, and for which the government is trying its best, okay, to get rid of. But yep, this is not the correct way, in my opinion, if I have to say, that going ahead and not providing the farmers the MSP when they are burning the residues, that is the stubble. So when we talk about the stubbles, okay, what they are, so basically as you can see, it is a method of removing the paddy crop residues from the field to sow wheat from the last week of September to November, which coincides with the southwest monsoon that travels, the wind that travels through the northern plateaus of the country. So stubble burning, basically it is a process of setting on fire the straw stubble left after the harvesting of grains like paddy, wheat, etc. Paddy as in rice. Okay, paddy, rice, etc. It is usually required in areas that use the combined harvesting method, which leaves crops residue behind. Okay, in a particular area which is producing the wheat as well as paddy in those very same fields. Okay, so for that sake, okay, the residue, that is the stubble, that is the parali, is being burnt. Next, it is a common practice in October to November across the northern belt, okay, but primarily in the regions of Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. Okay, but right now what we are watching, apart from Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, it is the next one which has recorded the highest amount of stubble burning in the month of April, specifically from April 1st to 24, that is 24,953 cases. Burning stubble releases some dangerous amount of methane, okay, that is CH4, carbon monoxide, CO. Then we have got volatile organic compounds, in short we call them VOCs, and other carcinogenic polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Okay, so these are the things that are released by the burning of stubble in the environment. If you are a resident of a Delhi NCR region, okay, then you have experienced this every year between October to November. Okay, that what happens at that time, the air quality index reaches the mark of 600 plus in Delhi. Okay, as it is collided, the particular month, the particular time period collides with the festival of Diwali as well, in which we do burst crackers, though it is not permissible in the Delhi NCR region, but still, okay, from the adjoining regions of the area, okay, where the crackers they are being burst, okay, because of which some same amount or some same type of gases they are released, and these gases they collide with the other gases that are released due to the stubble burning in the regions of Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, along with Madhya Pradesh as well. And now we have witnessed it, that how the whole region of Delhi NCR, it gets covered with black smoke, okay, the black clouds of pollutant elements, okay, they do cover the whole region of Delhi NCR. Okay, how many lives every year it claims, and how many people it makes ill every year, it's a countless data, okay, a data that is, you know, heartbreaking and breathtaking, literally both at the same time, right? So stubble burning releases what? Basically the methane, the carbon monoxide, the volatile organic compounds, and apart from that the aromatic polycyclic hydrocarbons as well, which are absolutely carcinogenic as in they do provide the symptoms of cancer to the human body. Okay, it could be skin cancer, cancer related to the respiratory organs, or anything else. Okay, that means ultimately it is deadly, it is lethal, it is dangerous, lastly, right? And yes, it is also not very suitable for the soil as well, that is for the agricultural field as well, it is not that suitable. As you can see, burning husk on the ground destroys the nutrients in the soil, making it infertile, okay, or less fertile. So technically, even if our farmers they are burning the stubble, then also that is not suitable to them only, right? Okay. So this brings us to the next news, the next headline for us, that is the DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, has made its headways, has made another mark in testing successfully the hypersonic missile technology, right guys? Remember, DRDO make the headway in hypersonic technology, hypersonic missile technology. Okay, so what is the whole news all about? Simply the achievement of the grand organization of this nation, that is Defense Research and Development Organization, in short DRDO, has now made the headlines for testing India's hypersonic missiles, right? That is right now coming on a very fantastic note, when we are almost threatened with the terrorist activities. Not almost, we are threatened, and how we have experienced just 3 days back the incidences of Pahalgam, right? And afterwards, which are the events which we are facing as well, the events that we are facing as well, that is banning or the pausing of the Indus Water Treaty, banning of airspace by Pakistan, and the ministers of Pakistan, I don't know, means like what are the things they are consuming these days. I'm quite sure they are, you know, consuming very intoxicating these psychotropic substances, because their mind is not stable. What Bilawal Bhutto from Pakistan has stated, who is holding the position of a ministry there, has stated, see, the minister has stated, if India stops the flow of the water for Pakistan, the blood will flow. अरे blood will flow क्या मत, दिमाग थोड़ा सा ना जब खराब हो जाता है नशे वशे करके ज्यादा, तो इंसान ऐसा ही स्टेटमेंट देता है, right? When you are too much into that, you know, that alcohol and nasha wala thing, okay, taking exclusively that, specifically those psychotropic substances, basically you are, you know, going ahead with drugs and all, then you just promote these type of statements only, okay? What Pakistanis they are promoting, what they are stating, that if water will not flow, the blood will flow. अरे तुम क्या पागल आदमी है, right? Blood will flow, इधर देखो, right? The whole news today, okay, the whole newspaper, today's newspaper, it is covered with now not the act of war. It is representing India's actions, just the actions, not even for the war, where we are strengthening our defense machinery, defense system, defense equipments, right? So one such one is here, hypersonic missiles, right? Okay, and this is a message to Pakistan, right? That please Stop this nonsense. Now discussing about the term hypersonic missiles. Okay, why, how do we just define the word hypersonic missiles? So here we go. Hypersonic speed, first of all, the word hypersonic, that is 5 or more times the Mach speed or the speed of sound. Okay, if the speed of sound is x, then hypersonic speed is considered as the 5x speed. Okay, still there are people focusing more on the security labs rather than state sponsored terrorism. Tanmay and yeah, Doraemon, nice, go namaskar. So dear Tanmay, what I would like to quote here, dear, see, there are people, India is a free country, we are a democratic state, okay, and people here have got absolute freedom to speak. You have got the right to freedom of speech and expression that we will be discussing today as well. Okay, Tanmay, you have commented it, okay, on a very coincidental note. The very next topic or next to next topic, I believe, is on the very same thing that you are stating. Okay, right. So yeah, ultimately to answer here, we live in a free country, we are in a free state, right? So people have got the authority to speak whatever they like to, okay, and people are now focusing more on the security labs. Yes, there was security labs. Even I am saying there was security labs. Yes, we have to admit it was a security labs, but that doesn't means that, you know, we will face such type of terrorist attacks. Okay, yes, true, there was security labs, no doubt in that, but yeah, it's a human error. What we can do over it? Okay, it is our error and it is human error, no doubt in that. Okay, and there is always room available for human error, and the people inside the machinery, the government and the defense machinery, they are the humans as well, right? Yes, now it is time for us to learn from the mistakes. The mistakes unfortunately has claimed 27 lives, unfortunately. That yeah, it's now time for us to provide some befitting reply. Okay, and yes, we must admit this as well. But yeah, the people, those who are busy in just criticizing the security labs thing and all, I have no comments for them. Let them criticize. Do whatever you want. What I can say further, what anyone can say further, right? Okay, so yeah, going ahead, the sonic speed, right? The hypersonic speed. So hypersonic, it is when the speed of sound is 5x more than the speed. Okay, basically the speed is 5x more than the speed of sound. Okay, this is what it is, hypersonic. Simply speaking, if the speed of sound is x, then hypersonic becomes 5x. Okay, so as we can see, the Mach number, it describes an aircraft's speed compared with the speed of the sound, okay, in air, with Mach 1 equating to the speed of sound. And what is Mach 1? Actually, the speed of sound, actually 343 meters per second, right? So guys, remember the Mach, that is Mach 1, that is the speed of sound in air, not in the vacuum. Okay, remember, speed of sound only in air, not in the vacuum. How much it is? 343 meters per second. So when it is 343 meters per second into 5, that will be hypersonic, that is 5x more than the speed of sound. Okay, so the next thing what we have here, the variations, the subsonic, transonic, supersonic, hypersonic and high supersonic. So subsonic, it is less than 0.8, transonic 0.8 to 1.2, supersonic it is between 1.2 to 5, hypersonic between 5 to 10, and this is what we have literally recently experienced or tested, that is 715 meter per second to 3430 meters per second. Okay, this is what, okay, according to the speed of sound in air, okay, that is 343 meters per second. Then we have got the high supersonic as well, that is between 10 to 25, that is ranging from 3430 meters per second to 8507 meters per second. So as of now, we have discussed or we have tested what, according to the DRDO, hypersonic, that is 5 to 10 meters or 5 to 10 of the Mach speed. Okay, that is basically between 1715 to 3430 meters per second. Okay, so next news here, on 28th of April, day after yesterday, day after tomorrow, 26 it is today, 27 tomorrow, day after tomorrow 28. We will be inducting what? Rafale M, finalizing the 63,000 crore deal with France. Okay, on what? The Rafale M variant of the Dassault fighter jets termed as Rafale. So Rafale has got some variation, like for example Rafale C, that is having only single seater fighter jet, Rafale B, that is having the dual seater fighter jet. Then we have got Rafale M, okay, which is capable to land and take off from the aircraft carrier, naval aircraft carrier. So as of now, guys, what we need to mark is presently, okay, we have got the aircraft carriers as in INS Vikramaditya, which we have procured from Russia, and we have got the indigenously built INS Vikrant. Okay, so here we have got the two aircraft carriers, okay, the Indian naval ship Vikrant, which is made indigenously in India, and the other one indigenously, not made indigenously, sorry, procured from Russia, that is INS Vikramaditya. Okay, so very soon we shall be equipping our aircraft carriers with the Rafale M, that is M word here, marine, okay, capable of landing and taking off from the aircraft carriers, the naval aircraft carriers. So what is the amount we have spent? 63,000 crores. Okay, how much? 63,000 crores for the procurement of what? For the procurement of Rafale M fighter jets. Okay, M as in marine. So as what we can understand, okay, the two aircraft carriers name, okay, INS Vikramaditya from Russia and INS Vikrant made indigenously. Okay, so very soon that shall be inducted into the Indian Army. Okay, the Indian Air Force basically. So here we go with the next one. People, as yeah, you guys are commenting. After Assam MLA, 8 people held in Northeast for offensive posts on Pahalgam. Okay. We need to understand, every one of us, that the safety, security, sovereignty, social fabric, fraternity, harmony, peace, and the peaceful coexistence is the primary task each and every individual citizen needs to perform. You have to represent your nationalism. It's not like that you are nationalist and you are, not providing your nationalism, okay, and then also you will say that why people are demanding my nationalistic approach. Yes, if you are nationalistic, you will have to show it. Right? It's not something to be, a shame of, to be kept in a secretive manner. Okay. I'll say, like you have to be very aggressive for your nation, I'm not talking about being a fascist person or talking about the Nazism. No, that is extreme nationalism is not needed. Yes, okay, not a big deal. I'm not talking about, fascism or Nazism, something like that. No extreme nationalism is needed. Absolutely not. Okay. But what is needed here is the at least patriotic behavior, nationalistic approach, nationalistic representation. And when you start speaking, nonsense thing, someone just shared a video to me where there is a group of people, those who are having their party, and they are enjoying, they were in Kashmir only during the Pahalgam attack, okay, couple of people, 6, 7, 8 of them, some men, women, okay, they were having their party and they were laughing when they heard this news of Pahalgam, and they said, itna to chalta rehta hai. How nonsense you can be from your brain. To those people, those who have stated the way, itna to chalta rehta, and they were laughing, they do not deserve to be Indians, first of all. When you are not even showing a bit of grief for your fellow citizens when they are killed barbarically, cowardly by the terrorists. What if same thing would have happened to you and second person would have stated the same ki itna to chalta rehta hai, this is what we can admit, this is normal thing. Then what you would have felt, how you would have felt if someone from your family, your kin would have been shot at that time, what you would have felt. right? And now the people, those who are posting in favor of terrorist attacks against India, favoring Pakistan and so on, right? These people need to understand that yes, you have got your freedom of speech and expression. Okay, yes, you have got your freedom of speech and expression, but your freedom of speech and expression comes with the reasonable restrictions doctrine as well. Okay, so here with this news, what we need to discuss is the doctrine of reasonable restrictions. Doctrine of reasonable restrictions. Okay, like for example, the section 69 capital A of the Information Technology Act of 2000 also talks about the very same thing. The people, those who have posted over Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, whatsoever, okay, the social media, on Instagram and so on, they have been taken into the custody because they have violated the doctrine of reasonable restrictions that are justified through the section 69 capital A of the Information Technology Act. And for that we have got the section 79, the very same of the Information Technology Act of 2000. Okay, so we need to understand that each and every freedom or right, okay, comes with the reasonable restrictions. That is, for example, we talk about here Article 19 clause 1 subclause A. Okay, Article 19 clause 1 subclause A. What it tells us? That is, yes, you have got the freedom of what? Freedom of speech. You have got the expression as well. Okay, freedom of speech and expression. But remember, you have got the reasonable restrictions as well. That is, nothing. Okay, you cannot speak anything against the sovereignty of the nation. Okay, nothing against the dignity of an individual or a group or an organization whatsoever. And when you post things in favor of your enemy state or against the sovereignty of your nation, you represent that yes, your nationalism and patriotism is either fake or either it is not even existing, right? So the curbing, the taking in of the custody of the people, those who are posting in favor of Pakistan when it comes to the Pahalgam attack, then yes, it's a question, big question on my unity and my integrity. Okay, this couldn't be happening, this shouldn't be happening. Okay, so moving on to the next news. Okay, after this heartbreaking news, that is a sort of a achievement. Okay, here we have a sort of the achievement, that is first HPV test kits for the cervical cancer screening validated. So Department of Biotechnology with its very fine organization that is known as BIRAC, okay, that is the Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, that is in short we call it as BIRAC, has announced what? Has announced the successful scientific review and validation of India's first indigenously developed human papilloma virus test kits for the cervical cancer screening. Okay, and these test kits developed by Molbio Diagnostics Limited in Bangalore and MyLab Discovery Solutions Private Limited in Pune are significant leap forward in improving the cancer diagnosis in the country. Okay, so what is the feature? First of all, the things that we need to mark, that is the Department of Biotechnology, its organization that is termed as BIRAC, BIRAC, that is Biotechnology Industry Research and Assistance Council. okay, working under the DBT, that is Department of Biotechnology, has successfully put forward what? The cervical test screening kits, okay, that is coming through another virus that is termed as HPV, or the human papilloma virus, okay, in short. So some of the thing or some of the symptoms, that is the sore skin or the rough skin, okay, that happens because of the HPV virus, okay, that can further lead to the another deadly disease, that is cervical cancer. So we just talk about here HPV. Okay, so HPV, it is a group of more than 200 related viruses, of which more than 40 are spread through the direct sexual contact. Okay, so it could be spreading through the skin to skin touch. Apart from that, it could be also an STD, that is a sexually transmitted disease. Okay, so 200 of them, HPVs, they are of 200 types, and out of them 40 they can be transmitted through the sexually transmitted diseases concept, that is STD. Then what we have, among these 2 HPV types, they cause genital warts, and about a dozen HPV types can cause certain types of cancer, and the biggest one of them is the cervical cancer. More than 95% of the cervical cancer is caused by what? The HPV virus, that is human papilloma virus. Okay, so we talk about BIRAC. The Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, in short BIRAC, has been working under which department? Department of Biotechnology. Okay, looking forward for the driving innovation, research, and going ahead with the promotion of the entrepreneurship as well in the field of biotechnology sector. Okay, so this is what BIRAC, that is Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council. Okay, working under what? DBT, that is Department of Biotechnology. What is the primary area of focus or concern? That is researching, okay, and going ahead with any sort of the innovation in the field of biotechnology, as well as promoting entrepreneurship along with the research. Okay, so BIRAC acts as a catalyst for fostering strategic partnerships between academia, industry, and other segments. So as of now, what we can understand, the HPV test kits, they are being made by 2 very grand organizations again, that is, first one is based in Bangalore and another one that is in Pune. Okay, so in collaboration with the BIRAC, okay, the HPV test kits that are able to screen the cervical cancer, okay, is also being now promoted and being made, and will be very soon available into the general clinics as well as the hospitals. Okay, so this is the achievement what we have. Okay, and now talking about the HPV once again. Okay, as you can see the HPV concept here, once infected. Okay, so this we should have been discussed here, okay, but in mid mistakenly I put the BIRAC slide. Okay, so here we talk about the HPV. So what is the name? Human papilloma virus. Okay, it is a group of 200 viruses, okay, out of which 40 can cause the cervical cancer, okay, and majority of them, they are, you know, transferable, that is, they are communicable in nature, skin to skin contact. Apart from that, it is also covering from the concept of STDs, that is sexually transmitted disease. Okay, what are the major concerns with regard to the HPV? Okay, many of the time an infected person is not yet aware that he or she is infected with an HPV. Okay, the biggest trouble is once infected, most people do not develop any symptoms. Okay, thereby not being aware that they have been infected with the virus. They only get to know when the virus converts into some bigger dangerous thing, including the genital warts. Apart from that, the cervical cancer. Okay, so most of the time the body can find and clear out the HPV, though our body, it is capable of finding the HPV itself and discarding or eliminating it itself without any further treatment. So majority of the times it happens that a person was infected with HPV, was not even aware that he or she is infected with HPV, but his or her body itself has got the immunity and has eliminated the HPV. But it but if the virus stays in the body for a long time, it can cause cancer, specifically cervical cancer. Okay, so getting vaccinated against HPV helps prevent cancer in both men and women. Okay, guys, so this is all with regard to the HPV or the human papillomavirus. Okay, next one comes into the list, that is action of the central government. Okay, the vision for Viksit Bharat in the year 2047, focusing on providing drinking water through the taps. Okay, guys, so the central government, apart from the visions like Atmanirbhar Bharat or the self-reliant India, has provided another wonderful program or the policy or the mission for us, that is to be having absolutely developed country tag by the year 2047. Okay, so by the next 22 years, what the central government has provided, that we shall be focusing on getting absolutely developed. Okay, that is Viksit Bharat by the year 2047. And for that, the primary thing is the supply of clean drinking water, which is also part of our Article 21. When we talk about clean drinking water, it is also part of my Article 21. Please do relate it with, that is right to life and personal liberty, that talks about, okay, here life and personal liberty. And through this, I also have got what? The right to have clean drinking water. Apart from right to sanitation, right to food, right to earn livelihood, right to sleep, okay, right to work peacefully, I have got the right to have clean drinking water under Article 21 itself, that is right to life and personal liberty. Okay, and for that, Government of India has also initiated a scheme couple of years back, that is Har Ghar Nal. In Hindi it is Har Ghar Nal, that is tap in every home, every household. Okay, or they have also given the slogan Nal se Jal. Okay, guys, so you can just note down with this topic, Nal se Jal, Jal as in water in Hindi, okay, Nal as in tap in Hindi. So, water through tap, that is Nal se Jal. And apart from that, another mission is also there for the government, that is Har Ghar Nal, okay, tap in every home. This is what, okay, Article 21, right to life and personal liberty. So, Viksit Bharat by what time? By 2047. Now, the next news that is coming to us through the world page of the Hindu, that is what Donald Trump has stated. Crimea will stay with Russia, says Trump in snub to Kyiv, right? So, yes, the world order will be watching a drastic change that I have already stated multiple times in the previous sessions, that what we will be witnessing into the new world order is something very new, something exclusive that we haven't witnessed yet, something extraordinary. Now, what Donald Trump, that is American president, has stated, that the annexed area that is known as Crimea by Russia in the year 2014 will remain with Russia. That means somewhere, not somewhere, directly Donald Trump is representing that he is a pro-Russian American president. Okay, and now here is the twist. Till date, since last 100 years or more, since the establishment of the New World Order specifically, that is since last 80 years, America has condemned each and every country which has annexed any territory, until and unless that country is the American ally or a satellite state of America, like for example Israel. So, either America has fought a war against that country which has tried to annex any particular other territory, or America has stayed mute only in case that annexing country is America's allied state or the satellite state, something like that. But Russia is an authentic declared adversary of America. And don't forget, everyone, America has imposed sanctions on Russia, not just on the Russia-Ukraine war. America has also imposed this CAATSA, that is CAATSA, CAATSA. It is termed as Countering American Adversaries, adversaries as in enemies, through Sanctions Act. It came in the year 2016 itself. And they have 3 officially recognized adversaries. Through the CAATSA, they have mentioned 3 officially recognized adversaries. They are Iran, North Korea, and Russia. So Russia is officially designated adversary of America, right? Okay, America is what has declared Russia as an adversary of America officially, along with Iran and North Korea. And now the American president is giving this statement that Crimea, annexed by Russia a decade back, will remain with Russia. Well, an event that is extraordinary and unexpected as well. Though we all knew this thing, we all know this thing, we are crystally aware that Donald Trump is pro-Russian. Donald Trump is having close relationships with Russia, specifically with Mr. Putin. Yes, his history has told us. But he would have been giving such type of statement on a public platform. It's a unique thing. Okay, so let's wait and watch, guys, what's the destiny has kept for us in the upcoming future. Okay, that will be a matter of fact as well as surprise for all of us. Okay, and that's it with this session right now, guys, and do not forget to subscribe to the StudyIQ English channel. Okay, as you can see, morning 9 a.m. till night 10 p.m. the channel is kept engaged in providing you the quality and the quantity of the content both at the same time that is required, badly required. This is the need for you. Okay, if you want to convert your status from the common person to an IAS, IPS, IFS, IRS officers and so on, right? So for that, StudyIQ English channel is here for you. Okay, so do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay, and never miss any sort of update from the channel. Okay, so please do subscribe it. And apart from that, let's connect over 2 distinct platforms. We can connect, okay, wherever you are comfortable in connecting. Okay, so over Instagram, over Telegram. Okay, we have got 2 platforms. So on Instagram, you can search me with the username Praveen Mishra _2107. And on Telegram, you can search my channel, that is with the name study_with_Praveen. Okay, so guys, wherever you need to connect, you can. Okay, and let me know, ping me on, let me know whatever your doubts are and how can I help you in your doubts as well as your further preparation. Okay, guys, thank you. See you soon in the very next session. Bye bye. Good day. Take care. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.